All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of Hot Topic Tuesdays. It's your boy Topher.
And I'm Constance.
And we are coming at you in quarantine from Stanton, Virginia. We've been here for quite some time. I just wanted to let you all know that we have been quarantined together, so I don't want any of you all to worry that we are not following the CDC guidelines or rules.
We are definitely close.
Because we are definitely very close right now, and if you do not know the person next to you, I suggest scooching just a little bit further off, maybe 6 to 9 feet. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna do a little bit of introduction since it is our very first episode of Hot Topic Tuesday. Hot Topic Tuesday, as you all know, is a discussion panel where we get to discuss some of the things that we normally don't get to discuss during the ASC talkbacks or in person maybe, because we are working and we are very tired. Some of these questions might include,
like how do you memorize your lines?
Or
what kind of role do you want to play?
Or
like how long does it take to rehearse the play?
These are all valid and great questions. We just don't want to ask them here because this is a time for us to speak on our truth, right? We're doing this for you pre-recorded. In the future, it might be live, but we want to know your thoughts. So please put all of your comments and things in the video below. You can ask us any questions maybe for next week, or you can ask us or discuss any of the things we discussed on this episode. So before I go on, let's talk about ourselves a little bit. Constance, why don't you tell them who you are and where you're from?
Well, I'm gonna stop.
Why?
Because you said the video below.
What do you mean?
You said in the comment below?
No. Because that was good. I'm not about to.
Oh, yes.
That was gold.
That was gold. That was gold. All right. Yes.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Constance, and I've been with the ASC for 5 seasons since the year of 2016. I'm from Houston, Texas. I got my MFA from the University of Houston and my BA from Spelman College.
Nice. My name is Topher. I'm from Stafford, Virginia, which is not terribly far from here. I got my performing arts degree at the Christopher Newport University back in I've been acting for a very long time. Let's see. This was my third year of tour, and then I will be in the summer fall marquee season.
Yay, more of his space. So much of Topher's space.
A lot of the stuff that we've been doing has been on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You've seen a lot of theaters do a lot of live feeds and videos of their past shows. Which, obviously COVID-19 makes a lot of things very uncertain, so we don't really know what's going to go on with the world. Insert big sigh there. And we are just kind of wondering what the future holds. So we've been doing a lot of this online stuff for you all so that you can still feel included and so that we stay sane, essentially.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff includes, obviously, the Blackfriars TV, which you can see the wonderful Constance Swain as Lady Percy. You can see her as Lady Percy. You can see her as Hero in Much Ado About Nothing. You can see my bottom. Hold on. You can see me play Nick Bottom in A Midsummer Night's Dream, and I believe that The Grapes of Wrath is up, which is a wonderful show directed by Jose Zayas. But speaking of which, from Blackfriars TV and things like that, what do we feel like the future holds for us as theater goers or the theater community when it comes to having an online presence, such as like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram? Like, what do you think the future holds for us as actors, as technicians, as people who are professionally working? And a lot of us have lost our jobs.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think you hit it right there. I think that it's a really unfortunate situation for the world, obviously, and this industry in particular, as you all know, because you're watching this, I'm assuming that you also follow theater. But what's been great out of all of this is that there has been such a need for community and such a need for to just reach out and touch someone, even if you physically can't, just the feeling of being with people. So, I mean, I've been participating in a lot of of Zoom readings. I know Topher's done some Zoom readings, and we're going to continue to do that. And I think, what's been great is that people, even through all of this, are actively trying to create art. Actively.
Right.
Whatever platform they have, be it Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever they've got, they're trying to create art and then share their art, and people are looking for that art, which is just a reminder that theater is not dying. It ain't dying. It ain't going nowhere. So that's how I feel. I feel like I feel like we're just making new ways,
right.
you know?
Well, there are some people online and in the community who are against this kind of theater. They say that this is what is killing the arts. That people will no longer want to see live theater anymore.
They've been saying that forever.
I know, but see, the thing is though, is that they've been saying it, and now we're in a time where we actually need that platform. Do you think that we'll end up going too far where we can't enjoy live theater like we used to, where everything is now like, you know, they have the live Hairspray live, they have the Jesus Christ Superstar live. They're pre-recorded for the record, but they're live. And what do we feel about the negative criticisms, or what are some of the negative effects that you might think of that might hold us back instead of push us forward when it comes to theater?
Closed-mindedness.
Closed-mindedness?
I think closed-mindedness. I think that you got to be, like, theater has been around for, I mean, come on, since the caveman. You know, as soon as someone said, let me reenact this thing, let me tell you this story. Yeah. That there has been some form of theater that's just been honed and crafted over all this time. And so I think that it's closed-mindedness. I think that it's an unwillingness to adapt to your surroundings, to adapt to what's going on. And so to those people, I say kick rocks personally.
Yeah.
But I think it's making it accessible, because what if those people weren't doing it? What if, like, you know, ASC wasn't doing Blackfriars TV, or, you know, the National wasn't showing all of their awesome shows, and, you know, the Globe, all of these places that are reaching out? Then that means that there's those shows, all that hard work that those practitioners put together, one, isn't getting seen, and two, it's like it just dies. All that work just dies.
And it's cool because there's a lot of shows that we would have not had the opportunity to see.
Yeah.
For instance, you and I watched the Jane Eyre on the National Theater. And as an actor, what I will say, especially not having had, you know, work due to COVID-19, something like that, like Jane Eyre or Twelfth Night, they had just done that at the National Theater.
Yeah.
I know the Globe had done Hamlet for a little bit. All these shows, whether you like them or not,
you can see them.
You can see them, and you can see them for free or at a reasonable cost. Shows that you would have to travel cross country to see, and I think that's such an exciting thing to be a part of right now, especially in a time where we feel like we can't communicate, especially as actors, but especially as theater goers, we can't communicate, you know, the art of storytelling because we just physically cannot be together. For me as an actor, it's made me have some inspiring things to do. You and I have done we've gone on TikTok, which a lot of people love TikTok. And if you go on our Instagram, you can see the Don't
Rush Challenge.
The hashtag Don't Rush Challenge. A lot of people have been doing it, something we felt like we wanted to participate in. And we got a lot of views.
It was fun.
And we look cute. So if you want to check it out, just go to my Instagram or Constance's Heel Clicker. And mine is Topher, AWKTOPHER.
Yeah. Theater is just so important. You know what I mean? It's so important that it's accessible. It's so important that we're making it accessible.
Absolutely.
And it's so important that people can, like, see themselves, you know, because, like, I know, like, one of the big talks that people have always been, like, you know, questions that we get asked sometimes, at least that I've been asked, and I think you have been too, just, like, representation and seeing yourself in the theater and, like, how important that is. And I mean, like, you and I talk about it all the time, you know, but I think, like, these people don't know, like, you know, just, like, how important, like, for you as a Black gay man, how important, and I can say that,
yes, you can say, girl, as long as y'all don't come up to me in the streets and go, hey, there's that Black gay man, I'm cool. It is a fact. It is a fact.
But seriously, like, as a Black gay man, and someone who was raised in the South, in Virginia, you know, so a biracial man, like, in terms of representation, how important is that to you? Like, we know it's important, but, like, why is it so important? Like, what is it? Tell me if I didn't know.
I don't let my sexuality, specifically my sexuality, define who I am and what I can do. When I was in college, I had a really strong lisp, which is something that I worked very hard to get rid of, and I successfully did. I remember one of my wonderful professors, who I love, was like, ooh, we're gonna have to straighten you out. And I was like, because I was playing a role that was straight. He was hetero. I remember we had done, like, the first design run, and she came up to me, she was like, oh, we don't have to worry about you. And I remember that was, like, a time in my life, I was a sophomore in college, and I was like, oh, I never knew I really had to look out for that, because I knew that I could do that no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I tried to not...
It's like people are putting limitations on you.
Before I even enter the room. It's fine, because I love her to death. Like, in no means, you know, it was a lesson in life that I had to learn. And, you know, I went to a predominantly white school, so a lot of the plays that they did were of Caucasian families, and like, you know, I knew that really wasn't going to be for me, just because, you know, you're not going to cast...
It's colorblind casting, but it's not a story that was written with you in mind.
Yeah. It was a Jewish family. It was Brighton Beach Memoirs, which is a great play. But as a Black gay man in this community, I know that oftentimes I have to fight I have to overcome. I like to say overcome, not fight, because yes, there are battles that you have to fight, but overcome the adversities of a person looking at me and having a type already. Yeah. As long as I know that I go in there and I don't think of that and get that out of my head, then I'm immediately successful. There are adversities that you have to overcome all the time. I mean, even you. Yeah. You know, what is it like for you being a Black cis woman? I mean, and you're short, you know, because I'm 6'3".
And I'm 6'7".
You are not 6'7".
I'm so small. Yeah. It's exactly as you said, but I think like the child, I mean, this is a topic that we can dive into
for a long time.
Yes, my goodness, this can go on for ages. But to make it clear and concise, I think my place in this industry, my place in whatever company I'm a part of, whatever, you know, show I'm doing, is to not walk in there trying to prove anything, to understand that I was called into the room, one, I deserve to be in that room, and I'm going to kill this thing. And I'm gonna fight like hell trying, you know what I mean? And so it's with that tenacity and moving forward with that, and not saying that I'm ignoring any of this, but using it instead of looking at it like, oh, doggone it, if only I looked like this, or if I was taller, if I was blah, blah, blah. But using it because regardless of what you think you have or you don't have, regardless, you are the only one that has what you have. So that in and of itself is a gift. And I think the sooner that people, especially like aspiring actors and, you know, artists, as soon as like you can really latch onto what is it that I have, what, you know, mind, body, soul, what is it that I already bring to the table, and tap into that and lean into that and know that it is so unique and a story that needs to be told. Believe you me, people will listen, but you have to first believe the story is worth listening to.
I think that's the first thing. It's like just being in this career 101, like you have to overcome self-doubt. Yeah. We do it all the time.
Oh my God.
We're in an industry where we compare ourselves to people all the time. And where people compare us to people all the time. You know, I mean, I've never been compared to anyone, but I'm sure I'm a one of a kind.
I've never been compared. My name is Topher.
Okay, no, that's wrong. Okay, so as you all know, Renee Thornton Jr., who was here for many seasons, awesome. Amazing actor. We look nothing alike.
People always
but
thought
you would have thought, or Cordell Cole, who was on tour the year before me, wonderful guy. I mean, like, you would think that
it's because you're light skinned.
It's because I'm a light skinned, so that's something else that you have to overcome being an actor. Because you're like, oh, you know, first of all, not all Black people look alike. I'm gonna put you that right now.
I disagree. We'll agree to this now.
That's like one thing that happens to me all the time is being compared, and like we have to overcome the comparisons, the self-doubt. We have to overcome because they want you to be successful in the room, and I know that because I've been a reader. Have you ever been a reader?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
So like it's so different.
No one's hoping you suck. No one's sitting there like, please let the next person just be a waste of time.
No,
please let this person be it. And I want to go to lunch.
Absolutely. And that's the thing is like, don't think that like, oh, because they're tired or you're getting a cold room that like they're doing that on purpose. That's something you have to get used to. First of all, I want to stop and say like, Constance and myself are giving our own opinions about things. We definitely do not want you all at home to take these as facts because everyone has opinions and that's why we're doing this. It's an open discussion. So feel free to tell us your experiences, whether you be white, Black, Hispanic, Asian, whether you be a male, female, gender fluid. We love these kind of discussions and we wish we could have them with you in person, but you know, for now we can only do so much.
Yeah, but please like comment below because we're going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up because I know that like we could talk about this and we'll turn the camera off and continue to talk about this for another hour.
And we can talk about this for literal days. So please, and if you want to hear more, let us know.
Yeah, take care, and we look forward to seeing you all soon.
But before we cheers, so first of all, I want to thank you all so much for being here. This was our first little test drive of Hot Topic Tuesdays. So we hope you enjoyed it. We hope you're listening to us in the car or on your computer or whatever. Like I said, subscribe to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure to go and check out Blackfriars TV while you still can, especially the Ren season, which she is in, which will be over
May 10th.
May 10th. And you do not want to miss those shows. They are absolutely incredible. And so is my best friend / sister. I want to let you all know that I have a surprise for you all next week. So tune in to know what that surprise is. I have a special guest. She is very sweet. She's tiny. And her name is Constance Swain. I'm just kidding. But tune in next week to Hot Topic Tuesdays. We will drop the next video. Please tell us your comments in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts. Give us some questions to answer next week. And if this becomes a thing, maybe it'll be a Hot Topic Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sunday, Monday. No, I need a day off. So anyways, we hope you all enjoyed Hot Topic Tuesdays. We love you. And wash your hands. Wash your hands.